Okay. Hello there. So this is gonna be pretty awkward because I was requested to make a Twitch channel specifically for this. So I have streamed on Twitch in the past before. It's definitely been a thing. I just don't do it anymore. But so YouTubers just ignore this for now. Twitch guys, this is primarily just a sprite animation for Golden Sun, which I've been doing on my spare time. It's awkward for you guys because we're at the tail end of this specific section. Like, we already got the sprite animation done. We're on the actual lore aspect of this now. So, some things to note, which people that have been on YouTube before, and again, this is primarily just for funsies for my little tiny YouTube channel. I primarily use Adobe Animate and a Sprite. Pretty much everything is pretty much done from scratch. We have ran into issues, which again, as people know, Golden Sun sprites are primarily for a JRPG. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort. The people that have been in my workflow streams have seen how crazy this gets. But for the most part, we've gotten a good amount done. But this should be seen as a retelling. It's not going to be 100%. It's not going to be 100% accurate at all. Like, this is a reimagining of said story. Again, this is just for my little tiny YouTube channel that I just do for funsies. So, what we've done so far is pretty much up to Saturos 1. We've had a little fun here and there with. We started off at vaults because I was doing something different before I decided to do sprite animation on this. So we did vaults, we did a little build up for Mercury Lighthouse, and now we're in Mercury Lighthouse proper. And as I mentioned before, we're primarily focusing more on the lore aspect of it. Like, this is pushing. Oh, and this is getting really, really complex. YouTube guys, the reason why I'm streaming this early is because I need to get this out in the next couple of days or so. So I need to kind of speed run this a little bit. So this is not normally my normal streaming hours. I normally stream at night, but again, this is looking really, really good. Like, I'm very happy with the way this came out. I'm gonna have to add a couple more effects to Tutorials 1 proper. Like, this is it shouldn't be really considered Tutorials 1. This is just a build up for Tutorials 1. Tutorials 1 will be in the next project that we do. But we're gonna look at what we got. I might have to add a couple more effects, and we should be good to go from there. All right, and again, I was requested to do multi-streaming on YouTube, so I created a random YouTube channel. Again, I mean, not YouTube, on Twitch. I created a Twitch channel just for this. Okay. Let's pause this, and let's see what we got so far. Like, I added a couple of things here and there, made a little slight adjustments, and I think it looks pretty good for what we got so far.
終わりだ。まだまだ。
動いてなさい。
うわ。正気か。
ほら。
調子に乗るな。大丈夫か。
さっきからちょこまかと。
It's always gonna be a good laugh at that.
逃げろ。あれ。
ジャッジメント。よせっての。甘い。引くぞ。イラプション。
やりますね。
So we definitely switched some things around over there. I need to work on the sound, but we'll get to that in a moment. And again, it's awkward for the people that literally want to watch the Twitch VOD. Like, we're at the editing portion of this, like, not the full sprite animation. Like, the full sprite animation I pretty much did on YouTube for the past month or so. So it's on my channel back there. But one thing that we have noticed. Give me a second to think here. One thing we have noticed is overworld sprites, they don't like to cooperate. They really don't. Like, we've been using the old Golden Sun Syndicate sprites, the rips from back in the day. Adobe Animate hates it. Completely and utterly hates it. We've had issues where my project is completely kamikaze because one frame off of a Jenna's overworld sprite just decided it just didn't want to work. And it was such a pain in the ass to actually fix it. It was actually ridiculous. I was actually really, really ticked off that we pretty much just lost all that. So we have to figure out what we're going to do with that. I might have to just use TLA editor and just get the sprite sheets. but we'll see once we actually get there. If that's gonna be an ongoing issue later on. But as mentioned, for the most part, this has been pretty good. Nothing too apocalyptic has happened. Like in the other videos I've released, yeah, like we've had I think it was devastating because I was ready to output it. It was actually ready to get exported and everything. Then, for some odd reason, my main project file just ended up getting destroyed, which really screwed everything up for me. And that, so, but it is what it is. Okay, so what we're gonna do primarily is finish up the punishment game aspect of it. Again, this is more so of a retelling, reimagining. We're tying up a lot of loose ends. We're gonna be trying to fix plot holes while we're still gonna remain faithful. Like they're still gonna get to point A to point B as in game. It's just different approaches. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to do? Let's just look at my main thing. So this is all dialogue right here. So we just have this little tiny section left to do. But I think let's, what time is it? All right, 2:05. So what I'll do is we'll start at the beginning. We're gonna try to see if there's any grammatical errors, if there's anything I need to fix, and we'll make our way up to the punishment game. Again, this is gonna be a very long video. Like we're already pushing 49 minutes, but we might as well start at the beginning and make our way up because I have to actually start doing this now. Okay. So one thing I've been trying to focus on primarily is giving the NPCs a little bit more things to do. Like Mia's apprentices, Megan and Justin. They're gonna play a key role. They are. It'll show up more so in the punishment game later, but definitely they will be playing a very key role. Hold on. Actually, let's start here first. Okay. No, actually, no, we won't do that. Let's see. Where do I want to start? What do I want to do here? Interesting. Let's focus more so on here first. Then we'll get to the actual dialogue sections because we need to tighten this all up. All right. So what I'm thinking, right in this little section right here, I might have to add certain sounds. All right. Let's see. You could be hearing a lot of background noise. I'm just going through my effects. Actually, I think that actually might work. Which, again, this is kind of awkward because the people who watch the Twitch VOD, because again, I have to make this channel because I requested to do so, you're not really going to see the animation part of it. You're seeing, like, the final portions of the video actually getting done. Like, the animation process is done. Like, as you can see, we had to make a new Mercury Lighthouse Read because for some odd reason, it's not available even on TLA Editor, which is kind of baffling to me. I'm like, how is that not available? But this took a while to make. Definitely did. God, yes, it did. All right. Let's see how this sounds. A little bit loud. Let's put it right there. Let's normalize this. It's a little bit too loud. No, it wouldn't sound right. Let me go through my flames. Let's see if we can actually get something. I say this a lot on YouTube. Don't let projects like this deter you from actually taking up sprite animation. It's really, it's hard, but it's fun to do. Like, you'll have your good days and you'll have your bad days. You'll have days where you spend like at least an hour just working on one scene or possibly more. Like There's been plenty of times where, God, it's just taking so long to get certain things done. It actually really does kind of suck at times, but the end result is good. Let's see, fire. Actually, let's see what we got with energies. That's Dragon Ball. I have thousands of Dragon Ball sound effects. Let's see. You need just a little tiny charge. That's too high. Let's see. Actually, I think just fire might be good. Yeah, I think fire would probably be very good here, actually. Let's see. We might go with that one. Let me just hear it one more time. Actually, too loud. Too long, actually. Too long. We might do that one. Let me just put this down a little bit. God, I remember when I started my old Twitch channel back in the day, Golden Sun was actually one of the first games I played on that little channel. But things have changed. Things have definitely changed, alright. Alright. So it has to be right there. Right there's good. Let's do... That's fine. Let's put it at 14 for now. No, that actually might not work. Let's see. Bring this down a little tiny bit more. That works. So let's save it. Alright. One thing I do regret, this could have been a little bit better. I still have my master file. I still can add things. Like, this is not going to be released. I'm trying to get this released by Saturday, but if need be, I can add additional things to this. Like, it's not the end of the world, but we're already too far into this. Okay. This could have been a little bit better. This whole little transition right here. Because Ivan right now doesn't have a sound effect for him like getting blasted, which again, I'll have to find something. Let me pause this real quick. Let's see. Yeah, like he doesn't really have anything. Like Isaac has something, Garrett has something, and Mia has something. So I'll definitely have to find one from later. Might have to actually add swoosh right there too. So we'll go through that real quick. Excuse me. And again, for the YouTube cats, the one who watched these VODs, I'm doing this early just because I'm trying to get this released soon. Because I mean to actually work on Saturos 1 proper and get started on Minority. And for the Switch people, fights will be different because, as we know, there were certain aspects of Golden Sun that weren't really done well. Like certain characters kind of after certain like events were really just there just to be there. Like characters like Mia, for example. Like Mia plays a pretty important role in this reimagining. But in game, she's kind of just there after Mercury Lighthouse. That's it. So we fixed that. Minority, again, you'll really technically fight her 1.5 times. She'll be having an encounter right after this. So we've had to do some very funky stuff with that, but we'll get to there when we get to there. All right. Anyways, where are we now? So right here, Ivan needs like a little gasping noise, and when Isaac swooshes, we'll put a swooshing sound effect there. Let's see. No. I think that would work. That might be too long. That's actually probably way too long. Yeah, that's probably way too long. Maybe not. Let's put this at 18 decibels and see how this sounds. Yeah, that works. You can somewhat hear it. And it doesn't really affect here. All right, let me pause the music and we'll see how it sounds. Okay. The Megaton Hammer sound effect does work, but I think... Let's see. Yeah, we don't need to put anything there. Alright. Should we save it? For those curious, there's a lot of things happening with this background here. The sky definitely was a pain in the ass to do. We're using a snow foreground. We just took normal assets from the game, such as the statue, put them right there. We took the elevator from Venus Lighthouse, put it in the background because we were going for more so of a wintry feel here. That's why it's because of a previous video that I did on this. It was a snowstorm, so I always felt that Venus Lighthouse, it had a cool vibe going to it in game and in battle, not the lighthouse proper. Because lighthouse is more so on a yellow shade of things, if that makes any sense. But when you're actually in a fight, it's blue. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. We'll make another additional background. We'll just have the elevators present in the background, and we'll just use it because the color works with the wintry mix I was going with. All right. So I'm actually all right. Next, here's what we have to do. Again, it's very awkward for YouTube guys because you didn't really see like the fun stuff. Well, I can't even say it was fun. It was annoying, especially making Saturos this position right here. Okay. Let's see. Fit. All right. Let's make this a little bit louder. A little bit louder. That's perfect. All right. This could have been his sprite could have been a little bit better though. All right. What are you at? 16.8. Let's make this a little bit louder. Just it doesn't need to be that loud. We'll make it a little bit louder.
正気か
11.7 is fine. Yeah, you can hear the pause music. Let's see how this little section sounds.
正気か
Perfect. Also, we had to make Saturos a dashing sprite, which was fun to do, mind you. Himself and Minority, they have the necessary things, but they can't really do much. Like they're very, very limited. Like I've had to make so many sprites in order to get this to work. Because again, Golden Sun is a JRPG. They're not really made to be put in a sprite animation environment, which is really, really hard. Like Mia, for example, has a crap ton of sprites. Excuse me. She has a crap ton of new sprites. Okay. All right, moving on. I will have to move this a little tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit. There we go. That's fine. Wait, is it flipping? No, perfect. It's in the yellow. Next. Save it. What is this at? This is at, really? I think 16.6 does work. All right. Yep. A little bit louder. Like we need to make sure we feel that, but I'm gonna make sure it doesn't clip. Yeah, that's about to flip. A little bit lower. Try it again. A little bit lower. That's good enough. And his little gift kind of sells it too. All right, let's put you at 16.6 as well. That's fine. So we're gonna get dash at perfects again. We're gonna have to put it. Let's put it right here. Wait, that's fine. But this sprite from Mia, we gotta give her a dashing sprite. Mia low profiles a lot, especially in game, so it was actually really, really easy to do. Garrett, on the other hand, he's a big boy. Definitely is a big boy. Okay. Alright. Alright. Definitely the Megaton Hammer really, really, really does sell it. Also, for those curious, Mia's kicking sprite. She's chambering it. Fuck, can't even bring it down. Yeah, she's chambering it, then she's doing the kick. Alright. Let's see. It never gets old. Also, shout outs to this. This was a very good request. So initially, this was different, but as mentioned before, goals on overworld sprites, for some odd reason, are just the worst at times when it comes to Adobe Animate. They just hate it so much. When something goes, it causes the whole entire project just to like kamikaze itself, which really does suck. So I was trying to save this because we were like, I was at the end of actual animation. I was at the end of it. Then that happened. I'm like, oh crap, it goes all my effects. So I decided, just you know what, let's just get we'll just put this in here just because it's the only thing I can find. I have like almost like 20 gigs worth of just effects. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll just find another. I'll just put this here, just put it here. It looks stupid, but it works. Also, song change. I need to hear the riff. Alright. Again, that was supposed to be different. Alright, let's see. Also, I do use a lot of identity sound effects. It's just for shits and giggles. Alright. Okay. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I'll mention it on the Twitch side of things. Isaac is annoying. Isaac is very annoying. Anybody who has a very deep stance or deep like idle position is so hard to work with. Because the thing with Golden Sun sprites is like if you start like messing around with them too much, they'll start to distort really, really badly. But luckily for him, because of how his idle stance is, he can do knees, as we just have him kneeing the living daylights out of Saturos over here. You can't really see it, but these are leaf effects, just to, you know, Earth adapt. Alright. One thing I do regret, Garrett had Garrett's sword was supposed to be engulfed in flames. But yeah, that little situation from last week kind of really screwed that one up. Because, again, the overworld sprite really screwed up things. And I'll show you exactly what sprite it is. It takes everything with it. Only like the battle sprites, like these sprites, are really affected. It takes the background, it takes like 50% of the effects, and it just goes from there. And it's just terrible. So this was supposed to be engulfed in flames, which fortunately couldn't really get it. Also, there's a reason why Mia's unarmed for Twitch people. YouTube people will know. And again, that YouTube channel it's a small little channel. I do lore project on that channel. I have a master's degree in English, so I don't use it as much nowadays. But you know, I like to write lore. Let's write lore. So I just normally just use that channel just for lore purposes on video games. But I was requested to do Golden Sun lore, and I'm like, you know what? Instead of me just writing it, I was a kid once. I know how to do sprite animation. Let's go. And this became a thing. Whoa. That's a that's a very funny frame. Interesting. I never noticed that frame before. Wow. Should I get rid of it? Let's see.
Eruption.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get rid of it, because that's ugly. It's the stuff like this that makes me happy. I actually go over everything like millions of times. Okay. That's actually only like a split second. No, it's actually pretty noticeable. Interesting. Ah, actually might be kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, that will be a pain in the ass. Yep, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, which is fine. Like, this is the reason why we do a lot of these checks. Damn, that actually kind of sucks. Okay, just gotta make sure I don't miss anything here. You gotta be very careful. Wait a minute, what? Okay, I guess not. I'm gonna have to manually do this. Probably not. It's still present. Okay, yeah, I actually gotta fix this. It's so weird. It's the little things you miss like this. Okay. All right, let's save it and let's watch this again. All right, let's see. Because you just never know. You try to fix one thing, then something else gets messed up.
終わりだ。まだまだ。
動いてなさ
うわ。正気か。
い。ほら、
調子に乗るな。大丈夫か。
さっきからちょこまかと許さないんだから。
邪魔だ。
ほら、逃げろ。あれ。
ジャッジメント。よせっての。甘い。引くぞ。イラプション。
やりますね。
Yep, there. All right, we're good. Yeah, just goes to show you this is why we review things, because stuff like that. Also, yeah, Isaac, pain in the ass. This sprite was such a pain in the ass to make. All right. So, unfortunately, now it's that point of the stream where we have to rewatch things. Yeah, we'll have to rewatch things. This is gonna take a minute. All right, let's sit back and relax. Oh, this was noted in this was noted beforehand. Unfortunately, italics do not work with font on DaVinci Resolve. I used to use CapCut, but yeah, massive paywalls, and CapCut really is not good for things like this. There's just way too much lag, and the risk of grammatical errors, which I hate it. There has been grammatical errors in my other videos, which I thought I fixed, but CapCut didn't register it. But so we switched over to DaVinci Resolve. But unfortunately, this is a side effect of DaVinci Resolve not doing its thing properly. Like I can't put this font in italics, which is how it is in game. So we just have to deal with it, unfortunately. This would be very confusing for the other people that have not seen the other lore videos. So just pay attention. Okay, I think I do have to say this because again, the Twitch people, whoever will watch this VOD, Mia's been given for some weird reason, which again I totally approve of it. Mia and a lot of fan, what's the word? Fan projects, fan projects. In a lot of fan projects, people just make Mia just totally unhinged. So we're referencing that. So I gave Mia a split personality. So whenever Mia's having her internal dialogues, there's no portrait present. She's just gonna be talking to herself in parentheses. I'm gonna pause it again. There's a reason why I do these massive grammatical checks because besides that, I get to see if there's any weird anti-quote fatal frames that I need to make check. Like we saw earlier with Garrett's Sprite. I didn't notice that before, that for a split second, it zoomed in on Garrett's battle sprite. I'm like, whoa, thank God I actually looked. So I do a shit ton of watches just in case stuff like that happens. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Obviously, Twitch. All right. Shouts to Lizard Man. Twitch guys won't know. We'll just let it go now. Pause it. All right. So YouTube people already know this, but I made this background over here just because the normal battle background for Mercury Lighthouse is neat, but it feels very condensed and claustrophobic, if that makes any sense. It feels like things are just squished in a little bit. And I wanted to use the Mercury Lighthouse statues more so and stuff like this. So what we did is we used the foreground for Mercury Lighthouse, but we used the background drop for Aqua Rock. So we use the statues here and the pedestals just to simulate, hey, the statues are actually on the pedestals in the water. I ended up just calling this Mercury Lighthouse lower levels. I'll just go with that.
身の程を知りなさい
Never gets old. Also, 4 to 5 seconds is good enough for text box speed. If not, we'd be here for a very, very long time. I'm a fast reader. Like, give me 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds, I'm good to go. But again, some people just read very, very slow. But 4 to 5 seconds is fine. I was thinking about putting a effect there, but it doesn't really make sense to put one there because it's so. A lot of my ice effects are really like long, like really, really long. Even though like Ocarina of Time wouldn't really work, especially with the freeze arts. The freeze arts, the whole thing lasts at least like 10 seconds. So just putting a freeze sound effect would not make sense right there, but it's fine. Hmm. Of course, we're gonna make I'm the smart guy. And we've had ample discussions on this on YouTube. It makes sense that I made her more cautious of these guys because again, they're trespassing inside of her lighthouse. It makes sense. Oh, in a previous video, I used the old spelling of all right. All right, as we see right here, is the common spelling of all right. But I used the old world version of all right, which is Allright. And I was like, I hope no one's going to be like, hey, you misspelled all right. No, I technically didn't because I was trying to be more so on the time period. But I was like, wait a minute. Dark Dawn was a thing. We introduced airships for whatever reason. Now, fuck it. If anybody asks, I use the old spelling of all right. But yes, all right back in the day was Allright. Oh, obviously this can't be replicated because we're using TLA editors backgrounds. As people who've played the game in the past before know, the water should be flowing well, it should be flowing down, but can't really do it because this is a static image. It could, but I'm not going to try to. I wasn't trying to waste any more resources, and we were still trying to figure out why I was crashing. Well, why my project was pretty much getting destroyed the way it was. So I was like, you know, let me not take any chances. We'll just go. So I added sparkling water effect to kind of stimulate how the effect is of them going up the waterfall. Simulate. I put the heart icon there, but I'm like, you know what? Just having her do it for Ivan's little snarky, sassy thing was fine enough. Like, we don't want to go too crazy because if I put it there, shippers were gonna go nuts. We're not doing any crazy crazy ships here. Okay, not Jenna. Well, not Jenna. This is gonna be kind of weird for Twitch people, but there is a evil version of Jenna here. Evil. Yeah, evil. Yeah. So in a previous video, God, it's hard because people who know about this project on YouTube know about what her thing is. Pretty much, there's some time travel shenanigans or world hopping shenanigans here. This Jenna is evil. This Jenna's trying to kill people. This Jenna was the person me was referring to earlier, which tried to kill her. I mean, I could play the video, but we can do that. But yeah, this is an evil Jenna. Let's not talk about how long this took me to actually do. Like, it took months to actually do the sprite. Oh yeah, I actually have to pay attention here because I did this last night. Okay, the lighthouse was just lit. Things are slightly different from what I remember though. I didn't see who entered, but my group is there for sure, and Isaac's group will arrive late. I always wondered why he was comedically late. These fours probably. I was being sassy with that one. Thanks to that event, I was able to catch glimpses of certain. Yeah, that won't work. I try not to repeat words here, so let's fix that. Let's see. Thanks to that certain event, I was able to catch glimpses of things. We'll keep it cryptic. If this was CapCut, this would take so long just to do. Thanks to that event, I was able to catch glimpses of things. But my interference has caused certain things to change in this world. That's fine. What else has changed or going to change? For now, I'll watch and commence my plan at the right time. It feels good when things go my way. Also, this background was one of my favorite backgrounds to do. There is so much happening right here. Shout outs to Ed and Eddie. So I might have to actually reduce the electricity sound a little tiny bit so it won't be annoying. For now, I think it's fine for me, but I think for others it might not be fine. Hmm. All right. Oh, I think I mentioned this last night, but I'll repeat it anyways, just for Twitch people. It's so weird streaming to Twitch now after so long, but anyways, I'm using gamed OST, but I love Golden Sun. I love the Golden Sun soundtrack. I do, but when it comes to really, 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 really suspenseful music, it's not the. It's good, but it can be better. So that's why I will use OST a lot, but I will throw in some things from time to time just to change things up a little bit. I will probably definitely have to put this lower. Okay. So far, so good. Interesting. You do have to. I'm making her a sympathetic villain. I need to get ha 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 ha. Yeah, I need to get that later. Oh, Twitch people, I curse a lot. Okay, I have to fix that because that's actually no. That's fine. I won't worry about that. Okay. I saw that. Oh my god. Let's see. Where's it at? Yeah. Wow. See, this is again why are we reading this? Okay. Where is it at? In fact, I have. Holy shit. Okay, I have time to kill. Yikes. All right, we're gonna change. Dislikes being alone. Dislikes being alone. People interrupting her. Yeah, like no people. Fuck. I need music. Let me think. People. What would someone like her dislike? Hmm. I'm trying to think about that. It's fucking people interrupting her. Nah. We'll keep it more tragic. Dislikes being alone. There we go. All right. Carrying on. I was being super, super like sassy with that one. I feel this is gonna be like the hardest thing with this project going forward. Hmm. Plot Cliff was fun, minus that couple of grammatical errors which I cannot fix because of shit that happened. I think the Doom sound effect definitely does help the tension a little bit. Like I mentioned before, this is why I do like a lot of rewatches just in case, because we saw the issue with Garrett's little couple frames he showed up in, found that grammatical error, so I'm very happy I did this today. Again, it was very strange that I got requested to do Twitch again, out of all things. I haven't done Twitch in years. But hey, I guess I'll just have a dedicated Twitch channel just for these sprite animations, I guess. Mm-hmm. I might have to change something there later. You're right. I'll have to rephrase that sentence later. I'll think of something to write. This whole little portion goes on for 12 minutes. Oh my god. Alright, I can really pay attention to this little portion. I guarantee you I'm gonna miss a period. It's gonna happen. So what I have to do, I have to adjust the icon a little bit. Also, Twitch people. Big difference between this Jenna and the other Jenna. Obviously, that red eye. One red eye. Her sock. And also, you may not see it, she's smiling. The other Jenna, regular vanilla Jenna, is not smiling. So we gotta add like a little tiny little adjustment to make her smiling. It's subtle, like, but if you really pay attention to both sprites, well, both portraits, you can see the difference. Okay, so I do have to adjust. Where is it? Because I think this is a little bit too fast. Right there should be fine. So let's save it. That's better. I guarantee you I'm gonna miss a period. There's gonna be that one single time I'll miss the period. And also, kind of obvious, but Sire's missiles are referencing grenades, which they upgraded their time. They upgraded. This part is definitely gonna get adjusted a lot. I already did a little bit of adjustment on this too. And for people that have played the game, we're not gonna have Saturos go behind the ball. Okay. I wanted to fix that. So we'll just say, brother, I'm cold. Put a little bit more attachment to Felix. There we go. We need a plan. So far, so good. Let's put more emphasis on this. Felix, handle her, or I will handle her. Now, let's do all cases. So obviously, Minority is angry. Felix, handle her, or I will handle her. And as usual, I'm paying attention to those fatal frames because it's gonna be that one time you'll see a little tiny flash. That means I did not properly do things right. You've been awfully quiet. You've been paying attention. Alright, I'm being very cheeky with the faker part. Possession, twin, imposter, faker. Yeah, we'll keep it. We're being cute with this one. I was gonna put imposter syndrome. No, but that wouldn't make sense over in this period. They wouldn't know what the hell that. Well, whatever. We'll keep it as is for now. I might change it, but possession, twin, imposter, faker. Oh, the gag. Making it a little bit creepy here. Young man, please cover your ears. We had so much fun with this one. What sells it is just Mia just having the smile icon over her head. Honestly, damn, it's already been like an hour. Holy shit. So silly. Whoa, I forgot. Let's we gotta go back to this. So, Jenna Sprite. So this is what caused the issue with my initial project that I mentioned like an hour or so ago. So for a few frames, as we know, since we've played Golden Sun in the past before, like the characters are moving left, right, up, down. Depends on the specific sprite. But for some odd reason, Jenna's sprite loses transparency when she moves her. She's on. Yeah, she moves to her left side. As soon as her head moves to the left side, it was losing transparency. No idea why. Made no sense. But apparently, I was doing some testing. Her moving to the left side and causing the whole transparency thing, like the white box showing over her, it caused like weird issues in Adobe Animate, which completely just destroys every other symbol that's there. Because as people who've done animation projects before, you normally turn you unless you want to mess around with PNG for some weird reason, you turn your resources into symbols in order to adjust them properly to put them in a proper sprite animation setting. You get a lot of benefits of making them a symbol, whether it be making them into a movie, graphic, button, what have you. So, for some odd reason, like I mentioned before, her turning to the left made a white box show up over her body, which means the transparency got screwed up a little bit. Which in turn caused Adobe Animate to get very confused because, hey, this is a symbol, but it's losing transparency. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to yeet the entire. We're going to yeet all your symbols. We're going to yeet all the majority of your effects in your backgrounds. So it's like, oh, damn, Jenna's doing shenanigans here. So Jenna right now, she's a button. So buttons don't move. So pretty much we're just freezing her in place. All right, anyways, back to this. And again, it makes perfect sense. And again, Kratos not talking because I despise Kratos. Let's just call it Dark Dawn PTSD. So far, besides the little issue we had earlier, grammatical issues, this has been good. Like we haven't seen anything too crazy. Having Garrett show for that couple of frames is kind of weird though. We'll ignore that. Interesting. I'm curious. Oh, that does neat. Again, this is so weird doing a multi-stream. Very weird. I never thought I'd ever go back to Twitch because I deleted Twitch years ago. We had fun though, but I am retired from fighting games. I don't really stream fighting games no more, amongst other issues. But here we are once again. All right, pre-tutorials one is coming up, so we'll pay attention to that again. But for the most part, everything's looking good. You know what? Yeah, it's not gonna work. It won't work. I'll find something to put there. It really won't work. Well, as I mentioned before, Mia is disarmed because of other reasons. Like, it's not that I forgot to give her a weapon. She just does not have a weapon right now because another video I released. She's lost her unk. Let's just say that. Alright, let me save this before I fuck this up. Alright, this is the fun part. Well, fun for me. Okay. It's probably not okay. We are your comrades. We'll keep it for now. I might change that though. Oh yeah, I ended up changing this. I'm supposed to believe that Isaac, I feel the only thing my clan tasked me to do. Okay. Damn. Yep. Yeah, this one too. Holy shit. What time is it? It's almost been 2 hours already. Holy crap. Okay. Eagle-eyed people will notice this. Right now, Mia has, besides her doing that, like the ice coming out of her hand, she has a blue aura emitting from her body. It's gonna be cutting in and out. I did that for a reason. We're simulating her really being if I say something to tick her off, the blue aura will show up. But for the most part, it's gonna be going on and off depending on what Isaac says. It's a way to gauge her anger at the moment. Also, before I yikes. Alright. 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 And again, it does suck for the Twitch people, because again, I was requested to make a Twitch so we can have a dedicated Twitch channel for this. That's kind of not like coinciding with the lore stuff that I do on YouTube. I'm still streaming this on YouTube, of course, but having this on Twitch does help like spread things out a little bit. All right, I'll shut up. Damn. But yeah, unfortunately, Twitch people, you guys did not see the animation part of it, which kind of sucks. But next time you guys will see it once we're done with this. The hole in the background just always gets me. All right. Also, this should be, I should have said this earlier, but this is a more darker, like, reimagining of this, of the story. This is why we're in a situation like this. Yeah, the Outbreak track sells it so much. gotta pay attention to this one. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that little portion right there. If I repeat it. All right. See, I repeat it twice. Okay, here's what I need to do here. I need to get a. Need to extend that a little bit. I don't have. Oh, I forgot. I should probably mention this. So it's more so of a software issue with DaVinci Resolve. Like DaVinci Resolve again is really really great, but for some weird reason it hates GIF files. You can't properly extend them, so I had to convert a lot of the. I had to convert the icons from Golden Sun Syndicate, which are all GIF files, including the icons for some weird reason, and mugshots to PNG, so I'd actually extend them properly. So I guess I chose the wrong one because smiley face. Oh no, it's good, it's good, it's good. I thought I wasn't able to extend it anymore. So what I have to do now, I have to actually get I have to get Akiha's so give me one moment. Listen to music in a moment. You know what? Let's go to lo-fi. We haven't done lo-fi in a bit. This will seem like a couple minutes. We'll do Weave lo-fi. All right, let's see. Vermilion. You'll hear some Weave sound effects in the background. Just to make sure I get the right clip.
お返しします。お返しするわ。
That might work.
どうしたの？美味しそう。あら簡単。あら。
There we go. Damn, that was quick. Okay. Where the oh, it's alphabetical, I think. Yeah, there it is. I'll probably have to put this down. No, I think I don't have to. Oh. Well, let's pause Weeb for a sec. Okay, another thing. Let's save this. For some odd reason, depending on your source, your effects, whether it be, so your sound effects might come out in mono. That means you only hear it from, well, according to this, you only hear it through one side of your ear. So for you to fix that, you just got to make it into a stereo, which you can't see on my end. So right click it. Again, this is with DaVinci Resolve. Right click it, go to clip attributes, go to audio. Unfortunately, you can't see it. It'll give you a pop-up. Click on audio. Excuse me. Format is going to be immediately on mono. Change it to stereo. Source channel will be on embedded channel 1, but it gives you another drop down that says right. You put that on embedded channel 1. Now you'll be able to hear through both ears. Because if you can just keep it on mono, you're able to hear it on the left side, which is still weird. All right. There we go. Another thing that really sells it is just her head just being down, so you can't really see her eyes. It gives the cool hair covering effect over the eye thing that anime loves to do. The goal is to make this as anime as possible. I was being very silly with this little portion. Oh shit. Yep. Thank God we went back to review all this. That's why. Yikes. Not wrong. Okay, I gotta actually reword that. This game has been disingenuous and not possible for me to win. Bingo. All right, now we add more. So let's listen to Weeb for a little bit, then we'll damn, that actually kind of sucks. Give me a moment. I think Pursuit definitely still works here, so we'll listen to Pursuit for a little bit. All right. So the only problem is I have to make this put it a little smaller, so I can actually see what the hell I'm actually grabbing right here. Actually, all right. We'll do like another like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah. Oh shit, it's about to be 4. All right, we'll do like another like damn. Holy shit. All right, we'll do like another 15 minutes. So that means what I said earlier stands. The game master has made Golden Sun Phoenix Wright Edition. All right. Thus making this game null and void, which means Mia, you lose by default. That means, are you losing? This means you're earlier. I can't keep a straight face listening to Pursuit with this, but it works. You losing, this means your earlier promise is locked in. Oh, we are gonna cook. Alright. I will have to extend this. This is definitely gonna be pushing it an hour. This is where like Edge will pull something out of his ass right now. Nice. Again, I curse a lot. Sorry about that. Damn it. So you're not lying. So you're not lying. We'll do a funny. I did a funny here. How much space will I have left? Oh yeah, I'll have to... Yeah, that's actually good now. Shit. Alright. Let's move this all the way right here. Alright. Ooh! Fuck! I hate when this happens. We start cooking, but I have to start wrapping it up. I have to actually go to the gym. So let's pause it and see what we have. Alright. I'll promise I'll do a stream for this later. So since we've done our corrective measures, it took like an hour. We can just move later on. We'll just move on right into this. And I have to bring that up a little bit higher. Just a little bit. Me, are you being a sore loser? You know what? Fuck. We'll do like an extra like 10 minutes. Should I tell you where you miscalculated? All right. Once this song's over, we'll wrap it up. There should be like 10 more minutes left on this because this is the extended version. I'm extending it just because I'm thinking of Phoenix Wright right now. Earlier I said Jenna said things that weren't 100% accurate to what I remember. All right. Let me just not fuck up here. Not 100%. Her mannerisms and actions were too close for me to ignore. I gotta pick a Phoenix right here. Give me a moment. Oh, fuck. Ooh, I fucked up. I did fuck up. Wow. Gotta be very careful here. Yeah, I definitely fucked up. You're gonna be a pain in the ass, aren't you, dude? Wait, what? I am not bugging here. Yeah, look at that. She's not supposed to be doing that right now. Much better. So yeah, I screwed up in that because that would have been a pain in the ass to fix later. Come on. All right. There we go. Much better. Earlier I said Jenna said things that weren't 100% accurate to what I remember. Earlier, I said Jenna said things that weren't 100% accurate to what I remember. Is it my fault that my interpretation is off? I just told you things that happened the way I saw it. I just told you things that happened. We're gonna do a funny here. Okay. Oh shit! Damn, we're about to run out of time. Fuck! We'll extend this by 2 more minutes. 5 minutes. One should be able to tell them apart. Man, we were actually cooking right now. I didn't see the crime happen, and the only thing I know is one of the two hedgehogs did it. And I fucked that up. No, that's actually good. The only thing that was said was a hedgehog did it. I didn't see the crime happen. The only thing I know is one of the two hedgehogs who did it. So, damn it. Interpret. Oh, what time is it? Damn. This is about to end. Alright. We'll give it like another minute so I can actually finish this. We did a funny here. Oh well. But we did a lot for this damn 2 hours and 20 minutes. Holy shit. Okay. We'll cook for like a second. Ah. Let's bump to this. Alright. Let's see what we got. Damn, I am just my spelling is just so off right now. Alright, I gotta reword that. Should I be held accountable for being wrong? I gotta rephrase that. I didn't see the crime happen, and the only thing I know is one of the two hedgehogs did it. I didn't tell you a hedgehog. I gotta head back here today. I gotta do this in a specific way. All the way back here. Looks nearly identical to the girl who was just here. All right. I told you earlier that someone who looked nearly identical to your childhood friend tried to kill me. I gotta actually read this all over again. That is not 100% accurate. We are not leaving it tonight. All right. Let's move this. Sun is about to go down. All right. Well, I didn't see the crime happen. The only thing I know is one of the two hedgehogs did it. I then tell you a hedgehog committed the crime. So, should I be held accountable for my interpretation being off? Okay. But you failed one thing. How do I know you didn't? You didn't explain how. Fuck. You didn't explain how. Should I be held accountable if there we go. Should I be held accountable for my interpretation being off if I choose the wrong one? Unlimited info. She's not wrong. Okay, I'm actually running out of time, so I gotta go take care of some shit. So again, we are almost done with this. This will probably be up by Saturday. Twitch people, hello again. This is Golden Sun Sprite animation reimagining that I'm doing. It's gonna be about 60% accurate to lore, and I'm just making this more darker as we've seen. I stream every day. Um, I used to just stream primarily on YouTube, but I was requested to do so on Twitch because certain people don't have access to YouTube streaming. They just prefer being on Twitch. And like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it on Twitch as well. So I stream every day, usually not this early, but around 7 p.m. Mountain Time, United States. So bear with me. I'll be doing dual streams for this. YouTube guys, of course, you guys will be getting this as well. So hang in there. This is going to be released soon. Besides that, everybody take care, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.